All right, everyone, take two. Um, Hi, my name is Rachel. This is the channel Licking Floss, where it's an okay place to lick your floss. At least there's no judgment on my side of the camera if you do choose to lick your floss. Sorry, I just got done doing like 12 minutes of this video, but then I got a phone call and it stopped recording. So now let's redo this. This happened last video. I filmed the last video, the one I posted last time. I already did like 10 minutes of it, but then I had to stop because it was just chaos. That might have been why the last video I was a little flustered, and maybe I didn't say everything that I needed to because I I thought I might have already said it, but then I said it in the first take and not the published video. So let me get comfortable again and let's talk about cross stitch. I haven't been working on too many whips since last video because I tried to explain it in my last video that we are going to be moving soon, and to prepare for the move, to keep all my whips safe and all my kits safe and my fabric safe and my thread safe. My DMC chest isn't here anymore because I've put that in a safe place at the in-laws so it doesn't get damaged in a move. So I only kept a couple things here that I knew I needed to work on, like try to get it done or try to make good progress on it. So yeah, let's just get into it. This video, I do have an FFO and a new start, and I made a project bag. Okay, so yeah, let's do it. So my FFO, I made it into a jewelry box. And I cannot tell you the name of this piece or the Etsy designer, because I purchased it many years ago. It's on like a 46 count linen, one thread over 2 stitches, and it's incredibly tiny. You could see myself. Okay. But it's really small stitching. It was a fun stitch, I want to say. I don't remember too much about it. It's a really small stitch. And this is a Final Fantasy character that I don't know their name. This is kind of a memorial piece to someone I lost that was a really big Final Fantasy fan. So I wanted to stitch this and then put it in this box just to have it always with me. I got the jewelry box from 3 Stitches in Texas. So there's my FFO. Yeah, it's real nice. I don't wear too much jewelry, so this is just mostly here to look pretty, not really for practical use. And then I have my new start, which is this Mill Hill School Mouse. Because we are planning on moving in a couple months, I'm making this for my kid's teacher. So this is what I have done. I've been working on this in the car line. I think almost all of the gray is complete. I think for right here in the tail, I have to do one more gray color, and then it might just be the scarf and the leaves and the book. So that's where I got. So I do plan on finishing the stitches in the car line, but I'll probably do the beading at home because beads in cars, I feel like, would be a terrible, terrible tragedy if you were to spill any. So that's my new start. And then I have also, I started this like the day after my last video was published. So that was started January 10th. And then I've also sewed a little bit. I have this project bag. It's a vinyl from, I followed the tutorial from Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. I got this green fabric from like the Michaels clearance section. And then these were just some scrap fabrics that I had that sewed them to make them into the right size. And I am, I think, because I've made a couple project folder, project bags, and I think I get the hang of it, and then like something funny goes weird, and then I don't know. So it's just not, it's not the finest finish, but it's good enough. It'll hold stuff. I really like this zipper that I found at Michael's as well. It's like a rainbow zipper. I think it's really cute. It holds stuff. It's not the finest of stitching, but it gets the job done. So, and that just holds a dimension kit up there. So, and then I have been doing, I have just three whips that I've been working on, and the first one is Willow Queen, a Nora Corbett. It's on 18 count Oak Crown Studio that I picked up at the Queen City Stitch Retreat. So yeah, this is how far I got. I think last time, since you've seen it, I filled in this light brown color, and then I've been working very slowly on this side brown piece. And relationship in this picture, I finished this and now I'm working over here. This is not a focus at all. It's just something to stitch on if I want good block stitch. If I didn't have the School Mouse car stitching, I would probably choose this as some car stitching because it's pretty nice and blocky. And then my next whip is the Heaven and Earth Design Sal piece, Tinter and Abby. So yeah, I am 43.11% done with this first section, first release. Let's see. Okay, so I finished up the sky piece up here. Sorry, got dangling threads. And then it ends somewhere over here. Like, I don't know how far it goes, just a couple more blocks. And then, so I finished this area, and then I've kind of been coming down and working each 10 block, like, section. This is 28 counts, 1/1 full cross. And I think it's small and cute. I don't know. If I finish this by the end of the year, which is my goal, to finish it by the end of the year, because I do want the 2 free charts. If I finish it by the end of the year, this is my first Haid full coverage finish. I have finished one other full coverage. It was the Gecko Rouge Medusa Dollmakers Little Gamer. And during Thanksgiving, I gave that to my brother when he stopped by for the holidays, because that was a piece for him. I made it for him as a wedding gift, and I finally gave it to him during Thanksgiving. So there's Tinter and Abby, 43%. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, and then I've been mostly working on this. This and then my diamond painting I've been working a lot on. Next is 100 Owls by Owl Force Embroidery. This is my oldest non-full coverage whip. And I am quite far with it, but I got kind of frustrated with it. Not super frustrated, just enough to be like, okay, you go away for a little bit. But this is how far I've gotten. It's quite a bit done. So I'm pretty happy about it. As you could, like, I know many people talk about the Owl Forest fabric margins, their kit. So this is how much fabric margin I have left in this kit. It's not as much as I like. When I put it in the Q-snap, it's pretty tight for, like, I don't know. So, okay, but this is how much I've been working on it. This is all kit material with the kit floss, and I'll show you, like, up close. Their variegated floss is beautiful. And it's kind of, like I said, it's been kind of in timeout lately, because, let me explain. Let me get into position to talk about this piece. Okay, so this red thread going across is to make sure that the bottom of these green motifs line up, and they do, which is fabulous. But I don't know, maybe you could see it. Let me fold this. So I came down, all the stitching is right between each motif and throughout the motifs. But as you can see, this is how the tree looks in relationship to that owl. But on the other side, this is how this tree looks in relationship to that owl. And so there's 2 full blocks, like 2 potential stitches to go between that tree and this owl. But then right here, there's only 1 linen thread between that tree branch and the owl. So there's somewhere there is a over 3 stitch, and I don't know where it is. It's definitely not. So it is, let's show this. So these 2 line up. So those are good. Those are, and then I've recently done these side motifs, and those are good. So I'm thinking maybe somewhere it's like in this bottom, maybe I messed up somewhere around here. And maybe that's where all the stitching went funny. And I just couldn't tell you where I might have messed up. So lately, the last time I worked on this, I was working on this owl, as you can see by my dangling thread. So I was working on this owl. Stupid thread. Okay. I was working on this owl, and it's where it should be in relationship to this owl. But it's not where it should be in relationship to this flower branch pine thing, because in relationship to this piece, it should be, this owl should be a couple stitches higher, but it's right where it should be in relationship to this piece. So I'm gonna fudge it because I'm way too far through this to try to figure it out and try to correct anything. But to this branch, I'll probably add like 1 more stitch here just to fill that space in a little bit more. And I'll just leave this branch perfectly fine because you can't do anything with it because there's only 1 linen thread between the owl and the tree. And you can't really tell anything's wrong with it from a distance. Like it looks fine. But when I fill in the rest of these owls on this side and this side, I might space them a bit just to like balance out the white space, because if there is something wrong, I don't want like a huge gap of fabric between some motifs, and that might make it look not how it's supposed to be charted, which if I'm gonna fudge it, I want it to look as bestly fudged as possible. So like you can't really tell from a distance, but like when you look at that and then you look at that, you can tell the trees are a little funny. But I don't know where I could have possibly gone wrong because I'm a perfect stitcher and I never make mistakes. Just kidding. I'm gonna fudge it. I can't figure it out, so I'm just gonna move on and get a finished piece. Okay. Okay, that is all my whip stitching. Sorry, the kid's coming. Okay, I'm back. So if anyone remembers, last year I made each of my children a small stitch, and then I made the youngest into a picture, and then the oldest wanted it to be made into a pillow. And this is the Witchy Stitcher Sleepy Hollow. I finished it on like 32 counts. He's been sleeping with it in his bed, but the last like week he's the one that told me he wanted this pirate fabric. The last week he's told me he does not like the pirate fabric. So we are gonna choose different fabric, and I'm somehow, because I close this stitch with my hand. It's not perfect, but it keeps keeps it closed, keeps the pillow inside. So I'm going to take this apart, and we are really going to be looking at fabric, and he's going to tell me which one he wants, and we're never going to change it again because he doesn't like this pirate fabric anymore, which is the fabric that he chose. But he changed his mind. So I'm just going to like try to take this fabric by Stephanie off of this pirate fabric and put something else on it because he changed his mind. He doesn't like it anymore. He said, now he's saying that he never wanted the pirate fabric. I'm like, no, you're the one that told me you wanted it. But we're going to fix this. Well, we're going to change it. There's nothing wrong with it. He just didn't like it anymore. So we're going to change it. So that's in my plans. I have been working on my diamond painting, but it's so big. I didn't want to lug it all the way over here. I have not purchased any cross-stitch patterns or cross-stitch fabric, which is good. It's the 29th of the month and I'm doing a great job. But I have been purchasing some diamond painting stuff, which I think I'm taking a break from because I don't need to anymore. 1 second. Okay, I'm trying to wrap this up. Okay, so plans. Is that what I was talking about? Oh yeah, no, purchasing. I have been buying some diamond painting. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll be done in 1 minute. Okay, sorry. This is like the last home stretch of me talking. So, yeah. No more diamond painting purchases anymore because I think I'm covered. No more cross-stitch fabric pattern purchases. I think I'm good. I don't need yarn. I don't need needles. I think I'm good there. I have not been knitting, which I should be. I haven't touched it in about a month. And I'm still just working on the sleeves of that same sweater that you saw last time. So I do want to, eventually I want to finish this. I do want to finish this eventually. I want this to be done soon. Keep working on Tinter and Abby. Get that done soon. At this rate with Tinter and Abby, I could be able to maybe finish it in about a month. I'm 40% done. Maybe by the end of February. Oh no, February is a short month. And then keep working on School Mouse. And that's about it. It's kind of boring stitching over here. So there we go. And I will see all of you in a couple weeks, possibly. All right. Bye.